All right, everybody, let's take a deep breath together as I shuffle these cards today. And I'm focusing on your love life right now. So what challenges you, what the energy looks like in the present, and what guidance you need the most. So we have 3 cards today that we're gonna use to come forward. And one just jumped out there, so I think that one really wants to be a part of this reading today. Oh. So we have 2 of them that just jumped out. So we have our Challenger card, we have our Mirror card, and we have our Helper card today. And let's see, right off the bat, this is the first one that jumped out. We have the Emperor as our Challenger card, and then we've got the 4 of Cups as the second card that jumped out. And then the third card that got picked from the top of the deck was Strength, and that's your Helper card. So this is a pretty powerful mix for you today. And let's go card by card and see exactly what this means for you. So first up we have the Emperor, which is your Challenger card. And in the position of what's blocking you in love, this is pretty striking. The Emperor is structure, control, authority, and in love, that energy can easily turn into walls being built too high. So your heart could be locked behind rules, or even an unwillingness to be vulnerable. Maybe you or the person you're dealing with are trying to keep everything in order, wanting love to look neat, logical, predictable. But love rarely works that way, right? It's pretty messy, it's pretty raw, and it doesn't always follow a predictable plan. So the Emperor as your challenge suggests that either you're holding yourself back emotionally, keeping things safe, keeping them controlled, or you're dealing with somebody who is. And here's the truth. Control in love feels like security at first, but in the long run, it builds distance. You know, it keeps intimacy from deepening. And the challenge right now is this need for control and this fear of just letting go. So let's look at the second card. The 4 of Cups we have is our Mirror card. And this is what your current situation looks like right now, and what you need to be aware of. So the 4 of Cups is that energy of disconnection. It's that energy of sitting under the tree, you know, with your arms crossed, your eyes down, and not noticing what's being offered right in front of you. And in love, this often shows up as emotional fatigue. And maybe you've been disappointed in the past, disappointed enough at least that you've started to grow numb. Maybe you're in a connection that feels stagnant, where the spark is kind of dulled, and you're just asking yourself, is this it? Or maybe you're single, but you're not letting yourself see new possibilities because your heart is still stuck on what didn't work out before. So the important thing here is that the 4 of Cups doesn't mean that there's no love. It means love is available, but you're not seeing it clearly right now. And the biggest thing it's telling you is that if you don't lift your head once in a while, you might miss it. And our Helper card we have today is Strength. And this is such a beautiful energy to guide you in love. You know, strength isn't about power struggles or control like the Emperor. It's about patience and gentleness and courage. It's about approaching your love life from the heart instead of from fear. So if the Emperor says protect yourself and stay in control, then strength says be brave enough to soften. Love is asking for vulnerability, and that's always scary. But this card tells you that you can handle it, and you're stronger than you think. But that strength needed here isn't about force, it's about openness. So I just want you to remember that. And it's taming those inner fears you have, those doubts, and the parts of you that say don't risk it. It's showing up with compassion for yourself and whoever is in front of you. So when I look at all these three together, the Emperor, the Four of Cups, and Strength, the story is really clear. Right now in love, there's a sense of control and rigidity holding things back for you. And whether it's you protecting yourself or someone else trying to stay in control, it's creating distance. And that's leaving you or them kind of feeling disconnected or disinterested or maybe even kind of hopeless about love. The Four of Cups, it says that spark is dimmed, not because love isn't there, but because the heart has been walled off. And the answer isn't to force yourself. It's not to build tighter walls. It's to allow softness back in. It's strength that breaks this cycle, that quiet, gentle courage to let yourself feel again. So overall, this reading is saying that love is trying to reach you. Maybe through someone who's already in your life, or maybe through somebody new. Maybe even through your own healing process. But you won't see it if you stay locked in to the Emperor's rigidity. Strength asks you to breathe and to lean into compassion, to let yourself be brave enough to open again, even if it's just one small step at a time. And here's the hopeful piece of all of this. When these three energies shift together, what was once rigid becomes flexible for you, and what felt numb begins to spark again. And what felt scary to open up to starts to become this source of courage for you. So love is here, but it needs you to meet it with openness. So drop those walls, lift your eyes, lift your head, and lead with the gentler side of your strength. That's where the connection deepens, and that's where love has room to grow for you. So overall, I'd say this is a very powerful reading today. And I look forward to seeing what our next reading has in store.